I love to fly, but I wish I was still this excited about it. Let's go to Tokyo. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos on travel as well as the money and minimalism videos. We publish a new video every Friday. We are headed into Tokyo from northern Japan, where we live right now. One note I will say about flying into Tokyo is once you're in Japan, flying is the cheapest way to get around. Cheaper than the high-speed train for the most part if you're going from city to city. Check out the Japan Explorer Pass. $50 one-way tickets to most locations in Japan, but our entire family of 7 was able to go from where we live in Japan to Tokyo and back, so round trip for just a little bit over $700. You know you're getting close to Tokyo whenever you see a ridiculous amount of ships and a ridiculous amount of everything else. The skyline goes on as far as you can see. Unfortunately, the angle we came in at, you couldn't see all of Tokyo, so this is such a small fraction of the city itself. Public transportation is really easy to figure out in Japan in general. I highly recommend a Passmo card or one of the other cards that you can load money onto. It's not cheaper, but it just makes it easy for buses, trains, whatever. You can just use this card to get through. But the public trans is a lot less crazy than it usually is. You can see everything they normally have to hold on to. I've heard stories of them using like a broom to push people in to make sure they fit on the train, because it gets so packed. It's easy to see who had the best seat in the house, or the train. Our hostel was nice, of course, no shoes. That's a thing virtually everywhere in Japan, so there's a place for you to take them off at the front. We had a private sink and a shower in here. I think the towels were 50 yen a piece to rent, or you can bring your own. We just rented them because they take up a lot of space. We had a whole bunch of beds. The twin-sized beds like this is pretty common. They're just mats that you put down, so they're not the thickest, but they're comfortable enough, and we had enough room for everybody to sleep. Some people like the camera more than other people, but yeah, the mats were nice and it was comfortable. But what's the difference between a hotel and a hostel? A lot of people ask that question. Basically, a hostel is just more community style. They can be dormitories sometimes. You can see the public toilets and showers here if you don't have them in your bedroom like we did with our private room. They have dormitory style. They also have private rooms. People don't always realize that, but here it was private rooms. Had to get a quick picture of the bidet because they put it in English, and the old man that was sleeping upstairs from the hostel, so we didn't wake him up. Don Quixote is a store with literally everything. That's how they market themselves, and I believe it. The snacks are ridiculous and unending. The Kit Kats, I believe this was wheat flavored or graham cracker maybe. The different varieties of Kit Kats they have are insane. Everything from just strawberry and apple, they have green tea, matcha. They have so many flavors. Horse jerky is a thing. They had lots of varieties. They have chicken and pretty much all kinds of dried seafood. And sweet potatoes are a huge deal here. You can just buy a sweet potato. It rained pretty much the entire time we were in Tokyo, but Don Quixote saved us with the umbrellas. Super cheap. And we got our youngest set up pretty nicely. Again, with the best seat, still. He was dry the whole time, that's for sure.
Are you staying dry?
He loved it. So the Shinto Shrine. So this shrine is one of the most famous in Tokyo. It's huge. There's so many different buildings and different parts to it. So we kind of walked around the whole thing through the rain, saw it all. How's the view in there?
Good.
You like it?
Yeah.
And this is a famous Purification Fountain. We actually saw someone doing a YouTube video about this fountain while we were there, so you know those are out there if you want to go learn more about the Purification Fountain. But it's a place to actually drink from. You can drink from it, but of course don't put your mouth directly on it. And there was this gigantic sandal here, which is another famous part of this shrine. Pretty awesome. But we loved it. We loved the shrine. More sweet potatoes. This is an entire shop, restaurant, that's literally all sweet potatoes. Everything they have here is sweet potato flavored and includes actual sweet potatoes. We ate some good Mexican food, but I'm going to do a separate video completely on all the food we ate because we ate so much awesome food that it needs its own video to kind of keep it organized. There was a lot of actual Japanese food too. It wasn't just Mexican food in Tokyo. So we saw King Kong, he was there, and then Godzilla, of course, it's a famous thing, he's there. It's hard to find, actually, for being so big. You wouldn't think so, but he is. We had a great time in Tokyo. Look forward to more videos on the food we ate, as well as some other things we did that definitely deserve their own video because we did so much. Coming soon. That's all for today. I will see you next week.